and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jamila and I love sharing home decor content. This is actually my first video in about a year. My partner and I just got back from traveling after 9 months and we were just exploring Asia and Europe and we got engaged in Bali. So I am now a fiance, which is just crazy to say. So I'm going through a lot of milestones right now. It's all exciting stuff and we're fully back in San Francisco and we are in the apartment hunting process. So for this video, I'm gonna take you along with me to go apartment hunting here in the city, and we are gonna tour 3 apartments. And at the end, I'm gonna share with you which one we went with. So if you're currently looking for an apartment, hopefully this gives you some helpful tips or just an idea of prices and what the process is like. So without further ado, let's get started. Before we get started with the tours, let me share my wish list for this new apartment. So number 1 is budget. So we have a max budget of about $3,000. It would be preferable to have less than that, maybe like $2,700, but the max is $3,000. So number 2 is a safe location. We do not have a car, so we're gonna be walking everywhere and taking public transport. So we wanna feel safe while we're walking around. So the neighborhoods we're kind of looking into are Pacific Heights, Nob Hill, Russian Hill, but we are open to checking out different neighborhoods if it meets all of our wish list. So as I mentioned, we both don't have a car, so we really need the location to be walkable to a grocery store, maybe like no more than a 5-minute walk. And it would be nice to be close to some restaurants and a bus stop or something like that. The other thing I really hope to have is hardwood floors. I really do not want carpet just because it's harder to clean, and just like sanitary purposes, I just really want to avoid carpet. Next on my wish list is natural light. So south facing windows or east facing windows would be great. Our last apartment had north facing, so we didn't get any direct sunlight in the apartment. And I feel like natural light just changes the energy of any space. So I'm really hoping for some good windows and natural light. So apartment number 1, I'm gonna call this one the Brown Victorian apartment. This is a 1-bedroom in Pacific Heights, so we love the location. It is $2,600 a month, so way under budget, which is great. It had hardwood floors, gigantic bow window. I just learned what that is. And it is open concept with the kitchen just right there. But overall, it would feel really cramped in here. I just don't think there would be enough space here. And then we have the bedroom. It is super dark. There are 2 windows that face another wall, so there's really no natural light that goes in there. And the bathroom is really nice. It's updated, and there is a closet with some built-ins. And then the landlord also took us down to like the basement area where the washer and dryer is. I didn't mention this, but there's not a ton of in-unit washer and dryers. So I would say this is a pro for me because it's at least in the apartment. It is kind of like a scary walk down there, but that's pretty normal. So apartment number 2. So I'm gonna call this one the SF Quintessential Apartment, and you'll see why. It is a 1-bedroom apartment that is going for $2,600 in Lower Pacific Heights, and the entryway was really lovely. I'm really obsessed with the mosaic tile, and it has a lot of original charm. So you'll see the molding on the wall. It has cute built-ins and even an original phone, which was interesting. It has hardwood floors. This is the 1-bedroom. My first thought is that it is super dark and a little drab in here. The windows are kind of facing some trees, so it doesn't get a ton of natural light. There is a really gigantic closet. The landlord said that some people even put like a Murphy bed in there. So the room right next door, I guess you could call this one the living room / dining room. You can switch the 2 if you prefer. And there is that gigantic closet there that you can actually turn, and it like the door flips all the way around, which is super cool. And there's like a full length mirror, and then you walk through the doorway and then you see the kitchen. This is where all the light light lives in the apartment. There's just so much natural light pouring in, and the kitchen is really big. It has updated appliances, but the cabinetry is pretty outdated. And then this is the bathroom with a little tub. So overall, I would say, and it is a lot more square footage than the last apartment. So I would prefer this apartment more. Okay, so this is our third and last apartment, and I'm gonna call this one the classic chic style apartment. So this one is going for $2,895 a month, and it is in Russian Hill. It is the most expensive apartment out of the three. So right off the entryway, you're gonna see the bedroom, and you're gonna notice that there is a ton of molding on the wall. I was actually thinking of doing this already in my future apartment, but this apartment already came like that, and it is in all of the rooms, which is so cool. And it is a little bit dark, but I love that there is, you know, all that molding. The only thing though is that the closet space is really small, so we would have to get some additional storage. And then as you walk through the hallway, this is the bathroom. It has this really cute pink tile. It reminds me of like a Barbie dream house bathroom, and all of the light fixtures are super glamorous. As we make our way to the living room, I'm so in love with the style of windows and just all of the natural light that's coming into the apartment. It is really lovely. Off the living room, there is also a dining space. And then the kitchen is nicely updated, but it is really small. So that is something to think about. There's like little hidden charms that this apartment has, like this cabinet just for an ironing board, which is so cute. I love that it has that. So that is it for the apartment tours. And if you can already tell which one I selected, dun 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 dun, it is apartment number 3. So I think my excitement couldn't hide it. We move in next week, and I have so many ideas on how to decorate it. So I'm gonna be sharing a lot of videos on my process to decorate the apartment, and I hope you follow along. Yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.